Next, we have a comment from 45 Kevin R, and he says, thought-provoking on the podcast topic. My view is that starting off now, you have to view it as a creative hobby, like painting or gardening or whatever. And if enough people respond to it, then maybe you can treat it more seriously. But for that, you need topic and personality and luck. Those who started 5 or 10 years ago and got lucky have to have benefited from being in a much smaller pond. Now it's a huge ocean, and only going viral for something else might make you big quickly, like Hawk Girl. Kevin, thank you very much for the comment, and thank you for sharing your thoughts here. I kind of agree with you and kind of disagree with you. I do agree that if you started 5 or 10 years ago, when there were fewer creators prior to the dark times, it was a little bit easier because there was less competition. However, we had the exact same thought back in 2015. There are too many YouTubers. There are too many creators. There's not enough ocean for us. There's not enough views for us. There's not enough viewers for us. What are we going to do? It's too late to start. This idea of it being too late to start has been around since YouTube started. 2008 rolls around. It's too late to start. Nobody's going to be as big as Ryan Higa. Nobody's going to be as big as Shane Dawson. Nobody's going to be as big as Smosh. Nobody's going to be as big as Ray William Johnson. This is a constant battle people have. It's too late for me to start. I disagree with that completely. Is it more difficult now? Yes. Production has gone up. People have become more talented. People understand YouTube a bit better. Corporations have come in and flooded the market as well, so there is a lot more competition. But I don't think that you need to go viral or something. I don't think that's necessary, especially because I disagree with the idea that you need to make it big quickly. I've been doing this podcast for 10 years. I still haven't made it in most people's eyes. It's just some lowly loser podcaster. I think I've made it. I think this is amazing. The fact that I get 30, 40 comments a week it's mind-blowing. So in my eyes, I have made it. I just wanted to push back a little bit on the idea of it's too late, or maybe people who started earlier got a bit luckier. Kind of. There was less competition. The algorithm was different. But you still had to show up. You still had to put in the work. So it wasn't pure luck. And a lot of people could have started 5 or 10 years ago, but they thought, it's too late for me. And I'm sure many of those people are still thinking, it's too late for me. So if you do want to start, as you point out so intelligently, so succinctly, or what's the word? So rightfully, let's go with that. As you pointed out so correctly, you should go into it viewing it as a creative hobby like painting, gardening, or whatever. Because that's what made YouTube so amazing in the beginning. It was just people who did it because it was a creative outlet. That's why 2005 to 2010 or so was the golden age of YouTube. Then 2010 to 2015 was the edgy golden age of YouTube. But prior to that, when monetization really wasn't a thing, nobody really understood, you can make a lot of money this way. It was just people doing it because they had something funny they wanted to share. They had this creative idea they wanted to get out. And that's what made YouTube special. That's what made YouTube unique. So I agree with you 100% there. I think people should start a YouTube channel or a podcast because they want this creative hobby. They want a creative outlet. Not because they want to get famous, rich, whatever, get a bunch of partners, get laid a bunch or whatever. Do it because you have this burning desire to make something creative, and do it. I agree with you completely. I agree with that. That's one person is going to get that reference. I agree with that.